What's up, y'all? This is part 2 from part 1 of my The Music Industry Sucks video. So anyway, let's get into more of my favorite artists, and that being the groups and solo artists. And for me, these are real artists, and these were real artists who actually cared about putting out great music. Number 1 for me is Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was the greatest artist of all time. Started out as a kid singing with his brothers in the Jackson 5. They were on Motown. They were the greatest group ever. He was like a child genius. He studied artists. He studied artists from past generations, like Sammy Davis Jr., James Brown, Jackie Wilson, all the other artists on Motown. He was a master at his craft. Michael could sing, dance, write his own music, produce it. The man was amazing. I just love him so much. And see, I hate when people try to compare other artists to Michael Jackson. To me, nobody will ever be as great as Michael Jackson. Nobody. Not even Usher, not Chris Brown, Omarion, a lot of these other people they try to compare them to. There will never be another Michael Jackson. And that's it. That's just that. Anyway. Who else? Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston was the greatest singer ever. It's just sad the way she went out, and I feel she could have been making more music. And if she had just stayed away from the drugs. I think that was just her biggest problem. Her drug issue, and her just trying to be who she really wanted to be. Her just trying to be herself. And I don't think that was right for whoever she had around her in the industry, trying to make her into something that she wasn't. Well, I mean, she just wanted to be herself. Sing, but still be herself. But regardless of all that, she was a great talent. She had great music. I'm a big fan of Whitney Houston. And who else do I love? I love Michael, Whitney. I love a lot of Disney music. I listen to a lot of Disney music, like the Disney soundtracks. Like, cause I grew up with Disney. I love everything about Disney. Disney World, the movies, the music, everything. I just love anything and everything about Disney. So, if you ever listen to any Disney music, look it up. Disney music is great. Who else do I love? I'm not really that big on country music, but I have become a fan now of a country singer who's been out for a long time. He's been in the game for I think 30 years now. He came out in the 80s. He's a country singer by the name of George Strait. I've become a fan of him. There's one of his songs that I just love listening to. It's called The Chair. If you want to listen to it, look up George Strait, and it's called The Chair. That is a great song. Like me, I'm not really a fan of country music, but for some reason, something about George Strait's voice, I just love listening to it. And his music, it's, if you really listen to it, it's telling a story, and it just sounds good to the ear if you really listen to it. And his voice, it kind of like sends a tingle up your back a little bit. And I have to say, even though he's way older than me and he's married, the man, he looks great in jeans and a cowboy hat. He looks great. I mean, he's a real cowboy. He's down to earth. I've seen interviews on him. He's a real cool and down to earth person. I really like George Strait. I've become a fan of George Strait. He's one country artist I've just now become a fan of. I like Carrie Underwood, and I like Rascal Flatts, and Scotty McCreery. I don't know if anybody remember Scotty McCreery. He won on American Idol. He's a country singer. I like him. But as far from all of them, I'm not really, and I kind of like Willie Nelson. But as far from all of that, I'm not really big on country music. So, what other genres of music I like? I've become a fan. I like reggae music. Number one, Bob Marley. Bob Marley was the man. To me, Bob Marley was the king. Was and is the king of reggae music. I mean, he was just amazing. The way he would sing with his voice. To me, nobody else can do it better than Bob Marley. I love Bob Marley. He was a great artist. I wish he was still here. I miss you, Bob. He was a great artist for reggae music. Who else do I like? I love Elvis Presley. Elvis Presley was the man. Now see, a lot of people trying to say that he's the king of rock and roll. Alright, I know I'm gonna get some hate for this. I like Elvis Presley, but I don't really consider him the king of rock and roll. To me, for me, if you go back and look in history, for blacks, in my opinion, we started rock and roll, and then white people, they just wanted to come and again steal our stuff and try to make it like it was their own. I don't like that. I like Elvis Presley, but I don't consider him the king of rock and roll. And that's just my opinion. Like, to me, Chuck Berry, Little Richard, Fats Domino, Chubby Checker, these are all black artists who came out in like the 40s and the 50s. To me, they started rock and roll. They really did, but they don't get a lot of credit. So, yeah, it just sucks that for us as black artists, we try to do our own thing when it comes to music. But no matter how hard we try, we don't get credit, and white artists just steal our stuff, and it's not right, and it's still happening still to this day. People are still stealing our stuff and making it like it's their own, like they started it. Well, it's like, no, we started it. We're original. We don't go around stealing your stuff and trying to make it like it's ours. I just don't get it. It's still happening. That stuff has been happening for like 50 years now, I think. Almost 50, 60 years now, I think. And it's sad. It's a shame. But anyway. What else do I like? I like jazz music. Jazz music, it soothes me. Sometimes I sleep to jazz music. Like I'll put on some jazz radio and I'll just go to sleep to it. It really calms you down. Jazz music calms me down. Yeah. Anyway, I think I covered most of my favorite genres of music. Now let's get to music videos. I think if you go back and watch my part 1 video, I said music videos aren't fun anymore, and they really are not fun. Like, remember when you would watch MTV, like when MTV first came on in the 80s? Like, they started out as a channel, I think, with just showing music videos, and I think they would show concerts and stuff, I'm not really sure, but they would show music videos. It's just sad how 1 minute MTV, they go from showing music videos, and now all they show is just reality TV. Like, I don't understand. Y'all supposed to be a music television channel based on music and videos, but you're not showing it. All you show is this reality TV crap that nobody gives a damn about. I don't understand what their problem is. I just don't get it. I mean, They need to either get it together or just shut down, or just they need to just shut down completely, because it's just terrible what MTV is doing. They're not doing what they said they were gonna do. But when it comes to music videos, there's no creativity in videos anymore. There's no art form for it. Like, my favorite videos, of course, Michael Jackson, Thriller. I just love the video. If you go on YouTube and look up the making of Thriller, you'll understand why a lot of people love that video. Because Michael, he always said that when he was doing videos, he didn't like to call them videos. He called them mini movies. That's what I love about him. And it seems like when he did that for Thriller, every other artist that's come after him have kind of been doing that. And it's like, okay, I get you're a fan, but I mean, be creative. Do your own thing. Don't just take from other artists and then try to make it like it's your own. I just don't like that. Same thing when I hate when artists, when they sample other artists' music. I don't like that at all. That's not being creative, and it's not showing who you really are as an artist. If you want to be a singer, I mean, why are you doing that? I just don't like it. But I mean, that's how it is nowadays. But with music videos, they're not fun to look. They're not fun to watch anymore. They're not fun to look at. They're just boring. They really are boring. Like, for me, music videos, they told a story. And if you love to dance, music videos made you, like, you're sitting there watching it, and it's making you feel like you want to get up and dance. I mean, that's my favorite. Like, when I used to look at, like, Spice Girls and the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC and Michael Jackson, and I mean, even some of Mariah Carey's videos, and Prince, and a lot of these artists that I named, New Edition, all their videos I love all their videos. I love real artists who made real music videos and real music. It's just not like that anymore with this generation. I don't understand what's happening. What's happened to the creativity and art form of what the music industry used to be. But anyway, it's just sad the way music videos have turned out. But let's get off that and let's get to radio. The radio, as I said on part 1, the radio sucks. It's not fun to listen to the radio anymore, because all they play is all this shitty hip hop that I can't stand. And everyone's calling it this mumble rap. It's like, who are these artists? You can't even understand the damn word they're saying. It's like, can you speak up and, like, just say what you need to say, but say it clearly so people can understand you. These mumble rappers, I don't understand. What are they doing? I don't get it at all. I mean, it just doesn't make sense to me. The radio stinks. I don't listen to radio anymore. My favorite radio station that I used to listen to was 106.1 Kiss FM. That used to be my favorite radio station. I remember when I was in middle school, I used to listen to that. I don't listen to it anymore because they suck. Radio Disney used to be one of my favorite stations I used to listen to. I don't listen to that anymore because they changed. It sucks. I think the only station I kind of listen to now is 105.7. I listen to that because they play like classic R&B music. So, and I listen to iHeartRadio. I listen to a lot of classic stations on iHeartRadio. So that might be the only radio I listen to. But other than that, as far as listening to radio in the car, I don't listen to it. I don't listen to any radio at all. I don't pay attention to any new artists that are coming out, because for me, the promotion, the way people are promoting these artists nowadays, is like, how are they promoting? How are you supposed to know which new artists are coming out? And how are you supposed to know when their videos are coming out? And you know, for me, I'm very pissed off because Boyz II Men, as I said on my part 1 video, they're my favorite artists. They had an album out, I think, a few years ago, and I didn't even know that they had a new album out. And I was upset about that because I felt like, wait a minute, Boyz II Men, you're a great group. How did I not know that they had a new album out? I mean, are they not getting good promotion anymore? What's going on here? Like, that made me really upset. And it's like, how are artists getting promoted nowadays? I mean, are they getting promoted through the internet? Like, how does this all work now? I just don't understand it. That's what really blows my mind about the music industry. I just don't get it. I don't get the music industry at all. It's really sad. It all sucks. There's no creativity, no art form. Nobody cares about what they want to do anymore, as far as when it comes to music. It just sucks. It's like, what do we do? How do we fix it? It's like, how do we go from great, amazing music to shitty music that's not creative and doesn't sound right? It doesn't make sense to me. I mean, there's gotta be a way to get music back to the way it used to be. There has to be a way. I don't know. All I know is they better do something fast because I'm afraid for the year 2020. I have a really strange feeling that by the year 2020, music is going to be, it's already worse now, but by the year 2020, music, it's just going to be not even worth listening to anymore. It's like, oh my God. Somebody just stick a knife in me. What is this crap? Anyway. Oh, but one more thing. Another artist who I wholeheartedly love and who was cut short, who was gone too soon. Sam Cooke. That black man. Woo! Sam Cooke. Sam Cooke. That man could sing. That black man could sing his ass off. And he was fine as hell. Woo! Sam Cooke. If I had been around then in the 50s and 60s, if I had been around then, Sam Cooke was amazing. He could sing. He was a great singer. And Marvin Gaye. Marvin Gaye's my baby too. I love Marvin Gaye. Well, anyway, y'all. This is part 2 of my The Music Industry Sucks videos. Anyway, I'll see y'all next time. Peace.